Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, this is going to be part one of the step-by-step, start to finish diamond painting tutorial. So, first thing is first, when you get your diamond painting, you're going to open your package, which I've already opened mine. I actually did the unveiling in a previous video. So, that's why there's this big mess on my tray. And because I have done previous diamond paintings, I have a ton of leftover beads. Now the beads go by the DMC floss colors. If you are a cross stitcher, you will know what that means. So that's what these beads are, the colors are based on. So when if you need extra beads and you need to contact the manufacturer or seller, you will know, like this one for instance. Oh, it's upside down. This one, if I can get to focus. Okay, let's not do that one. It's not going to focus. This one, as you can see, is 318. Now, all these other numbers, I don't know how they coincide, but yeah, it's 318. So I'm assuming you would, there you go. You would give them that number and order it. So, what I always do when I get my diamond paintings in is, because I have previously done, other diamond paintings, I go through and see if I have extra paintings. Or, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Extra beads. Now, I already did that this morning so that it was easier. And I had extra beads from a previous one. So, all you're going to do is cut this open and put it in the container. Now, I suggest that you get these types of containers because, they're see-through and they have a locking lid. They're spill-proof, and you can write on the top with, a Sharpie. So that way you can coordinate it to your legend over here. So, number 6 is 318. So, that's going to go in here. So, I do that with all of my packs of beads and everything. And then I will do that now. I don't know how I'm going to do that with one hand because I have to hold my phone at the same time because I have no way of operating my phone at the same time. I don't have a stand or anything like that. But let's see how well we can do this. So you cut it open. And then you just dump it. And because of staticiness, static electricity or whatever, they like to just stay in here. And then after I dump the beads in there, I like to cut this part out and put it in the container so that way I know what number it is of the bead and the number according to my legend on the picture. So that way I don't get confused. See? So I don't get confused and lost. But I also, that's why I have the containers numbered. So that one is done. And we'll put that aside. So you continue doing that with all of your containers, or you can leave them in the packets and just cut off a corner. But then you gotta tape it, and then if you need it again, you gotta untape it. It just gets to be a hassle. So I'm going to go through and do all of those right now, so give me a second. Okay, we have all of our beads in our container, or containers, I should say. Now I only have 8 of these little containers. I have to go and get some more of these or something similar to these, which I have to go and see if I can find some this weekend when I go shopping. So for these, I don't have any more little baggies or containers. So these I'm just going to have to use as is, or put them in my extra trays that I have and use them like that. So what I'm probably going to do is use these colors first instead of going for the containers first. But because I've been doing this for a little while now, and I've completed 11 diamond paintings, I can actually do that. I don't suggest anyone doing that their first, few diamond paintings until you actually get a feel for, how to actually, until you feel comfortable doing it a certain way, or, you get into a rhythm of doing it. But until then, you know, don't just dive in and do, like how I do it. I just go all in and do one color and then do another color, and that's just how I do it, because I find it's faster that way. So on with the tools. Every diamond painting kit that you get, you will get either a drill tool. It may not look like this. It may. This is the only one that I've been getting. You may get tweezers. You may get the round rhinestones, or you may get the square ones. All I've been getting are the round. The round ones have more of a shine to them. They have a higher luster to them than the square ones. The square ones, you tend to have to wipe them when you're done completing your painting. The round ones, not as much. So that's the difference between the round and the square. Also, when you get your kit, you will get a little glue square. That is not to stick the diamonds to the canvas. That is not what this is for. What this is for is you take your drill pen, and if you can see, it's hollow. The tip is hollow, and you take your drill pen and you just start in the corner and just fill the tip of your drill pen. And what it's for is so that it's easier to pick the diamond beads up out of your tray and place them on the canvas. And I will show you that, when I start placing the diamond beads on the canvas. And then the last thing that you get in your kit is a tray. Now, this is the only tray that I have been getting. I have like a ton of these now. And they're shaped like this because it's easy when you're done with one color. It's easy to pour back into your container or your bag because of the pour spout here. And then, as you can see, there's ridges. And the reason why there's ridges is when you pour your diamonds in the tray and you shake it, it helps to organize the diamonds so that the bottom of the diamond, which is flat, will lay flat, and then the top, which is rounded, is facing up, so that when you take your tool with a little bit of glue in it, it's easier to pick it up. Also, if you get the tweezers and you shake this and it sorts them out so that the flat is on the bottom, when you turn it onto the side and you take your tweezers, it's easier to grab them like this with the tweezers. Now, I use my tray, I use it this way and I use it this way, you know, even with, you know, my drill pen. So, whatever way is comfortable for you, and you will find whatever way is comfortable. Um, I'm a lefty. I write with my left hand. I do a lot of things with my left hand. But I do my cross stitching with my right. And I've noticed with the diamond painting, I do majority of it in my right hand. I don't know if it's because of the lighting that I use. It's just easier for me to see the symbols on the canvas, or it's just easier for me to place them. But I do a lot of it with my right hand instead of my left. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why. So, I mean, just play around and see what's more comfortable with you. And you know, it comes pretty easy. I mean, and you know, like I said, you just gotta play around with it. And then finally, it comes your canvas. And they call it a canvas, and it's pretty thick. And I mean, it's kind of like a painter's canvas. So, you know, it's pretty thick and very durable. And the thing with these diamond paintings is the part that you don't drill, the part that you don't put the diamonds on. So basically this part here, you know, and this part down here is pretty much like an oil painting. And if it gets wet, if any part of this gets wet, it will ruin it. It will disappear. And then if it does get wet, the sticky stuff where the diamonds are placed will also disappear. Your diamonds will come off and your whole diamond painting will be ruined. That is why they say as soon as you get your diamond painting completed, to immediately frame it. And if you cannot frame it right away, to simply roll it up like a poster. Just roll it and store it somewhere safe. And if it's small enough, you can actually store them in a big Ziploc bag and seal it, and it'll be fine. Now, I noticed with some of mine, storing it, some of my beads have loosened and come off. Now, what you can do is the, I'm rolling it backwards so it will lay flat. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you guys that you can do that. Or before, you know, you're ready to do your diamond painting, what you can do to prep it before you want to work it is flatten it out with a couple of heavy books and it should be flat and ready to go. But to adhere your diamonds back onto your painting, if it's no longer tacky, just take your square glue, take a little bit of it with your drill pen, and put the glue on the area that's not sticky, just a little bit, and then put a new diamond bead on there, and it'll work. It'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it again. I think that's why they give you so much of this glue, because I only do just a little bit on the top across. That's all I use. And you'll see why I only use that much. And also, after you go through a color, usually when there's a lot of one color, like for example, this color here, hold on, let me brighten this up a little. There we go. This color here, which is black, after I'm done with this color, because there is a lot of it, I want to clean out the old glue out of the tip of my drill pen. And to do that, because like I said, it is hollow. Let me see if I can show you. You see, it is hollow. Just take a pin or a pen and just clean out the tip of your drill pen. And then you can reapply new glue. So, after you get everything, you get your area all cleaned and organized and set up. Like, see, my area is all set up and organized. And you have plenty of room. And you're all set to go. Go through your picture. And there's many ways that you can do this. You can do it, color by color. Go through 1 through however many you have. And notice that it goes up 1 through 9, and then they start with the letters. You have to pay attention to that because they will do symbols and letters and numbers on you. So you can do it like that. That's one way to do it. Or you can look at your picture and see, okay, what's there the most of? What's there the least of? And from this point of view, there is not too many. Oh, this number 4, which is like a pink, or it could be wrong. It's just the way that they have that. So number 4, sorry guys, we gotta find number 4 over here. Yep, I was right, it's a pink. So that's the least color you see, amount of color that you would see. So you can either start with that, or what I would do is either start with the most, which is either 3 or 8, or like I told you guys, I could probably start with the bags, which would be 10. 10 is one of them, which is, if you notice, is an A. So I would go through and see where all the A's are. And yes, I'm using a book light to brighten up the areas to see better, which you can do. I suggest that you do, because as you can see, it brightens it up a lot, and you can move it around. And this is what it's like without the book light. It's very dark, and I have all the lights on in my room, and the curtains are open, so it's very dark in here. And if I were to turn the light on my phone, it would like be too bright. So this will be part one, pretty much the setup of your diamond painting and how to get ready to start. And always look down here and read these. Sometimes they are not in English. They are usually in Chinese, but always check and read these over before you start as well. Okay, so that will do it for part one. I don't want these to be too long. Part two, we are, as I said, I'm going to start with these packets so that I can get these out of the way. And which I'm going to start with 10, which is actually letter A over here. And that would be these ones here. Oh, and let me not forget, you can also start like over here in this corner, or you can start at the bottom, or you can start over here. It's all up to you, however you feel comfortable. It does not matter. There's no right way or wrong way to do these. So, the next video, I will be starting right off, right into working and putting the beads on. So, that will be all for this video. And you guys have a great afternoon, and see you in part two. Oh, sorry, don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget, comment Batman for a shout out. And also, still doing the 25 subscriber count to be eligible for the $25 gift card. So, see you guys in part two. Bye.